Good evening. Hello. And welcome to Brigham's Playhouse. We're so excited to have you here. This is our smallest group, so I'm really counting on you guys to talk it up, Facebook it out, and, drag in your friends. I think that you'll want to once you see this show. But I really am glad that you came. I keep telling my girls that as long as we have more people in the audience than I have in the cast, I'll be satisfied. So you're just about doubled us, so that's good enough. How many of you are new to Brigham's? I know that you are, and you are. So, well, welcome to the best theater in St. George area, without a doubt. I think that the fact that we're smaller and you're close to the stage makes you feel like you're part of what's going on and part of the family on the stage. And I think that you'll enjoy that difference with us. As a matter of fact, our motto is feel the difference for that very reason, because we actually make the audience part of the theater experience. And it really does matter. It makes you enjoy the show more. Well, you especially, because I can spit on you from there and all. I really try not to, but I can't make any promises. So, tonight is this show, Convalescent Chaos, which was actually written for the cast of Steel Magnolias. If any of you long-termers saw that many years ago. So, unfortunately, all the Magnolias ended up having other commitments except for a couple of us. So there's still a couple of us in this show, and the rest has been fleshed out by wonderful actresses that you may have seen here on this stage, as well as a few that I have stolen from other theaters and brought here. So we have a wonderful cast, and I know that you'll enjoy that show as a whole. Before we get too much further in, I need to give some housekeeping thing, like turning off your phone. So if you haven't checked your cell phone to make sure that the ringer is off, please do so. Also, we do have a 15-minute intermission generally built into the show, but since there's not too many of us tonight, we'll just cut that down until you all are done with whatever you need to do. There's a restroom here in the lobby, one. And if you need more, then there are some between our buildings, the Red Barn and here, and we share those restrooms with them, so you can use those if you need to. Obviously, we have our exits on both sides, and in case of an emergency. That's not because you don't like the show, it's because of a genuine emergency. So, every show at Brigham's Playhouse has a signature dessert, because we are a dessert theater. Not a dinner theater, but we guarantee to help you gain weight while you're here. And our dessert for this show is Chocolate Chaos. And it'll make a little more sense to you as you see the show, but it begins with a slab of delicious, velvety chocolate mousse cake with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, a small scoop, and then whipped cream and a cherry, and then colored sprinkles, and then chocolate shavings, and then raspberry sauce drizzle and caramel sauce drizzle. And that's about as chaotic as I could figure how to make it. So I don't think we missed too many of things that you might like. So that's our Chocolate Chaos, and it is $3.50. And if you'd like to enjoy that during the intermission, you have to get it at the box office. It won't be available here on the cart, but you can get it at the box office. Also, I need to tell you that tonight, the regular show, excuse me just a second, I lost my, sorry, they abandoned me. The regular show that's showing right now at the Brigham's is Wait Until Dark. And it's just packed the house every night and has gotten incredibly wonderful reviews. So I really recommend that if you're ready for a spooky, scary show for Halloween, that you come back and see that show. Is anyone here seen it yet? Okay, so this is the first time. Every audience that I've had so far has had somebody in the audience that has seen it, and always it's the men who speak up, and they have, and I'm not even kidding. The men have said it scared me to death from the beginning. I was shaking the whole time. And so they have some really creepy people in that cast. The creepy guy was here last night to see this show, and so I introduced everybody to him so he wouldn't be so creepy. But we don't have any creepy people in this show. This is entirely comedy and fun. But I do recommend, if you have the time and the opportunity, you come back and see Wait Until Dark. Actually, this is their set that we've had to superimpose ourselves over. So that's why things are not quite joined the way you think they might be, because we've just had to try to pull theater magic and cover that set for our set. So they will open again tomorrow, and they run Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, and with a double show on Saturday. So we invite you to come back and see that show. We'd like to point out the sponsors that are on our program. And if you have a need for any of their services, we ask that you consider using our sponsors as your vendor for those services. They really do contribute a lot to this theater and help us to keep it open. And as you might know, the arts are struggling everywhere, and so our sponsors are really important to us. And if you'd like to become a sponsor, we'd really love that. But at least if you could use our sponsors and tell them, you know, that I saw you, your advertisement at Brigham, you might even get some kind of discount or something from them. So use them if you need something like that. There's all kinds, everything from eyes to ears to lawyers to estate planning to carpets to pest control. They're all across the board. You'll see there's things on the back of the program. I'd like to point out that the music, if you enjoyed that at the beginning, it's really peppy and happy music. It was written by my son. Who's back there in the sound booth and doing our sound and lights for this show. And he came all the way from Colorado to do that for me, and I'm kind of a little bit proud of him. But it really adds a lot of pep to this show, so if you enjoy that, you might just, hey, Nate, good job. All right. So, without any further ado, then I invite you to enjoy Convalescent Chaos. Thank you for coming.
Ladies, can I have your attention? This is our newest guest, Miss Valerie. She upstate, where I understand she's a bit of a celebrity. Been in several shows, is that right?
Oh.
Anyway, she's here to recover from a hip replacement, a condition I know several of you can certainly relate to. I know you'll help her learn the ropes and feel welcome here.
Movies?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm an expert in all the old movies. Let me try and guess which ones they were. Silkwood?
No.
No. French Lieutenant?
No, actually,
No. Let me guess, I have a mind, a great mind for faces, and I will remember.
Oh, hi, I'm Janet.
Hi.
Welcome to the facility.
Thank you.
Now, which room will you be in?
No, she'll be in room 107, across from Miss... Where is Miss Emily?
Rearranging the color coding of her wardrobe, perhaps. Alphabetizing the library books. Perhaps she's checking the expiration dates of everything in the pantry. Take your pick. She's always engaged in a good cause.
Oh, does she work here?
No, she's just the sick in the head one.
No,
She is not sick in the head. She just has a special condition. She has a compulsive complex, but she is a delightful girl.
Disorder, compulsive disorder.
Oh.
She has a lot of things that she needs to keep organized in her space, but she is making a lot of progress.
Oh, it's commercial. Oh my gosh, I'm potty break. Parking in my way. Oh, I don't have a lot of time.
This is, well, that was Miss Jackie, and Miss Janet, whom we've already met, and that's Miss Anna at the end of the table, and Miss Lori is standing at the window, as usual. The laundry and the night nurse's room are in your hall, should you need anything at night, and the kitchen is through that door on the left. And one of the staff is always around should you ever need any one of us.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm sure Ginger, our nurse aide, will acquaint you with anything else you'll need to know while I go and finish your intake paperwork.
Okay.
Oh, and your bags are already in your room.
Oh,
So
excellent.
I'll leave you to it.
Oh, thank you so much.
Miss Valerie, I'll be happy to show you around whenever you're ready.
Okay, I know I look old to you, but I'm neither deaf, nor can I not figure out the complexities of only 10 rooms, dear.
Oh, sure. Sorry. I'll be happy to help you unpack and get settled after dinner.
That'll be great.
We
Thank
should be
you.
eating in just a few moments. You're welcome to sit anywhere you like. We have no assigned seating here. We encourage a lot of mingling to make everyone feel welcome and included.
Oh, lovely.
Of course, you're sitting in someone else's seat who always sits there at every meal, of course, naturally.
Well, Brody and I are sitting right here. We're not giving up our seat to the new girl. Hey, didn't I see you in Music of the Heart?
No, dear, that wasn't me. And who is Brody?
Oh, the love of my life. He's always so quiet and patient with all the noise around here.
Well, we can certainly help with the noise for Brody if we just turn down this television.
Very good idea.
Oh, that is Jackie's chair and TV. We never touch or disturb the TV.
You've got to be kidding. Well, if she's that attached to television, why doesn't she just watch the one in her own room?
That is the TV from her room. She had it moved out here so that she could feel more included in the group.
Yes, she felt she was being too left out of everything.
She's
back.
Thank goodness for that. It takes so long.
And who's this?
Oh, this is our new resident, Valerie. She's across the hall from you in room 107. Hip replacement.
No need to whisper, dear. I know I had a hip replacement.
Yes.
Is that Jack?
Yes, and isn't he just so handsome?
Yeah, about 25 years ago. And is that Laura, pregnant again at her age?
Yes, that is Laura, and she's expecting her first child any day now.
First child? She was pregnant 3.5 years ago when I had my other hip done. What is she, an elephant?
You do realize that TV time is much different than Earth time. Now, shh!
Whoa! Did she just
Well, you're always so nice to me. Any prospects today, dear?
Oh, nothing new today.
So, what's your deal exactly?
Well, I've been sent here as a place of limited stimulation and high order. It helps my condition.
Oh, I see. Well, it certainly is a place of limited stimulation.
Oh, no, not at all. Why, we play bingo, cards, and other games. We can read or walk in the gardens. Ooh, we have a movie night where we pick our own movie.
Wow.
With popcorn.
Oh my.
Oh, yes, with popcorn. The pastor comes for a church service every Sunday, and we go to Walmart every other week.
Oh, I love Walmart, as long as the soaps are over.
And say, exactly when would that be?
Well, you see, it depends on the day. Now, usually all the shows end at 5 o'clock when Across the Globe is over. However, on Thursdays, we always have to watch Family Feud every Thursday, so we never go anywhere on Thursday. And Lester comes on Thursday.
Oh, yes, dear, your nephew comes on Thursday. He is such a sweet man.
Oh, shh, 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 shh.
So, well, I guess I'll tell you a little bit about myself.
Oh
then.
yes, it's been such a long time since we've had anybody new.
Anyone new, not anybody.
Lori here is our retired school teacher. We depend on her to keep our facts and our grammar straight.
It does surprise me how many people can speak English their entire lives and still not get the grammar correct. What are they teaching in schools these days? Certainly not the basics.
Well, I agree. It's very difficult to keep up with everything that's changing. What with the new math and the new grammar and now the new history.
I remember when we taught the 3 basic R's. And I really believe that we as a civilization, well, we were more civilized when God and punishment were a part of the classroom experience.
Oh,
Here,
yes, I
here.
agree. That's so true.
What, Miss Anna? I did not know you had an opinion on that topic.
No, I meant here, take it, I'm done.
You were finished.
Yes, that's what I said. Done.
Oh, good catch. Thank you, dear.
There you go.
Oh, don't forget that
Oh,
my
way
spaghetti
ahead
sauce
of you,
and
Miss Emily. Don't worry. All components will be separate.
Thank you, Ginger. You're such a doll.
Oh, no problem. I'll just get these taken care of, and then I'll bring out the next course of your dining experience for the night.
Oh, she really is a doll. She's just so accommodating to each of us.
Do I like her?
Oh, you especially like her, dear.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Is she going to stand at the... Is there something particular you're looking for out there, dear? And do you really... Can you stop that? For heaven's sakes, what kind of crazy are you?
I beg your pardon.
Honestly, I'm beginning to think that this is more a loony bin than a convalescent center.
Oh my goodness, she's negative.
Window stoppers, TV watchers, fake cats,
negative.
and you, whatever you are. If the most I have to look forward to is a trip to Walmart twice a month, I really don't think I can live here. You are all certifiable. Absolutely certifiable. Everyone's nuts. Totally nuts.
What did you say?
She called me
started, shall we? Does everyone have a new sheet?
Yep.
Perfect. So the first number is 064. 064.
64, I remember 64. It seems like just last year, doesn't it?
Oh, well, for me it was last year.
Well, that's a rock. Your shoes are older than mine.
Oh! Is that a comment from the far corner? Were we on an unscheduled commercial break?
Honestly, Valerie, must you torment the poor girl like that?
Ooh, like moth to a flame. Really, Em, when are you going to get tired of that? It's the exact same light you touched just seconds ago, for goodness sake. And for your information, I'm not torturing the girl entirely. I'm providing stimulus for her to learn to ignore.
Out of the goodness of your heart, I assume.
Well, that would only be possible if I had a heart. Hey, you cannot take my personal property.
Girls, no more! Let's not start this again. We're trying to play a nice, friendly game.
And no cheating. Hey, didn't I see you in one true thing?
No, dear, not that.
How about she-devil? That's it. No. Let me figure it out. I know I've seen you on the big screen.
The next number is B10.
What do you want that, Anna?
B10.
Pretty.
Oh, good that I have that one.
Why don't I have any of these?
Oh, Ginger, may I have a different page?
Why, Miss Emily, you only have one mark on that one. Why would you need a different one?
I know, and I hate to be a pest, but I can see very clearly that this mark is not exactly in the center of the square. See, it's off to the left just a tad.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, let me see that. Oh, that's as centered as it's ever going to be. This is not brain surgery, child. This is bingo.
Miss Lori, what do you think?
Oh, for heaven's
Can't you see how obviously off-center that mark is?
But I know this is hard for you. I think that this is a perfect opportunity for you to just practice letting go.
Oh,
and
come
just
on.
breathing.
What's the next number? Are we done playing?
No, we're not done yet, Miss Anna. Sorry for the delay, but Miss Emily is upset and we're going to need just a moment.
You know, Emily, if you just filled in the entire space, there would be no centering involved.
Yeah, that is a great idea. Ginger, get her colored pencil and she can fill in the whole thing.
Here you go, Miss Emily. This should take care of the problem.
Oh dear.
Now what?
Well, I'm still going to need a different page. This is a red pencil, and I was using a blue dauber. They don't look anything alike. None of the other squares will be the same.
Girl, you do not belong in a rehabilitation center. You belong in a loony bin.
Excuse me. What is the next number? Please, a number, just any number. Could you guys please just be
All right.
quiet?
Too much negativity. Oh, I'm getting the negativity.
Jackie, for heaven's sakes, he's saying the exact same things he always says. Laura, I am not the father of that baby.
Oh, now you've done it. You ruined it. I know for sure it was his baby this time. Oh,
Natalie,
you always ruin everything. I don't know why you don't have to be here.
Settle down. Settle down. People in Greenhaven Cemetery more active and involved in life than we are. And will you quit that noise?
It's green hollow.
What?
Green hollow, not green.
Well, thank you for that correction. What would I ever have done without that information, school teacher?
Miss Valerie, a little more kindness.
Do you really think that this is going to make...
Bingo! See, my sheet is filled.
Anna, I only called 2 numbers. I don't think your sheet should be filled.
I know, but I got tired of waiting for the rest, so I just made them up. And fortunately, every number I thought of was on my sheet. So I want chocolate cake.
Oh, well, Miss Anna, we're not giving out chocolate cake with this game. We're giving out candy pieces.
I went through all that trouble to win, and all I get is a piece of candy.
Yes, but you can have any piece you want. Here, see?
Miss Anna, that's because it's candy.
Well, pick a piece and give it to Valerie. Maybe that will help cool the savage beast in her breast. Just give her my pride. Sweeten that personality.
Oh, Jackie.
No. You've already ruined the surprise. And the show is over for today. And if you so much as think of spoiling tomorrow's show, well, I will.
Jackie.
I will just short sheet your best.
Oh, whoa! Look at the time! We've got to get to dinner. We're going to be late.
But Jennifer,
Look, just
Make sure there's chocolate cake.
Oh, girls, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to create such a fuss.
Well, you sure know how to create mass hysteria and clear the room.
Oh, little one. The truth is, you're right where you belong. If this isn't a nut house, I don't know what is.
I am not crazy.
Yes.
we all know that, dear. Of course not.
It's this place. I mean, if you weren't crazy when you got here, you will be soon. Every day, the same thing at the same time. Oh, it's so predictable. How do you stand the boredom? I honestly don't know how much more of this I can take. If one more person asks me about my bowel movements, I swear I'm going to scream.
That does seem to be a bit intrusive, doesn't it?
Well, you know, it's just their job, and they're doing the best they can.
Exactly, they're just trying to keep us healthy.
I know that, but didn't we take care of ourselves before we got here? Do we really need somebody hovering over our every move? We can't even take a shower without somebody watching us.
Yeah, I hate that part. I mean, I am not at all comfortable with someone in the room while I'm showering, even if they're just changing the bed or something.
Exactly. We are not invalids. We are intelligent, obviously attractive, and functional and vital women.
Yeah.
We deserve more. Before it's too late and they've sucked out the last good years we have left.
Oh, not you, honey. You have lots of good years left.
Well, she won't if she stays here much longer.
The days do all seem to run together, don't they? Distinguishable only by the day of the venue?
Yep. If we're having oatmeal and grapefruit, it's Tuesday. Eggs and sausage, it's Friday. Pork chops and lima beans,
It's Thursday.
So, do you have a plan for something more?
Well, what we need is an outing.
Will there be chocolate cake?
Quite possibly.
I'm in. You want to go on an adventure, sweetie?
You're in what, Anna? Do you even know what we're talking about?
Of course I do. I'm not senile, you know.
Well,
no, dear. We just thought that you were resting your eyes and didn't hear us.
What the Sam Hill do my eyes have to do with my ears, Janet? Sometimes I think your Happy Meal comes with no fries. Oh, the nerve!
Nothing wrong with your eyes or ears now, is there, Miss Anna?
Has anyone seen my cat? I hear him purring and whining, but I don't see. No more wandering off for you, sweet whip.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with her eyes or ears.
So, do you have a plan?
Well, we need to go someplace with lots of lights
Yeah.
and music.
Oh, music!
Yes. And lots of gorgeous men. Oh, I missed that so
Oh,
much.
man, I miss men.
And lots of booze.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not too much booze. And miles of delicious food.
And cake!
And chocolate cake.
Where are we going to find all of this adventure?
There's only one place I can think of.
The casino!
I've never been to a place like that before. And until recently, I was too young to get in.
Oh, goodbye. I always figured that was the kind of a place where a lady should school teacher should not be seen.
Well, lady, you're not a school teacher anymore.
Oh, I remember the days. It was so exciting. The lights, the sound of the slots, the half-dressed women walking around serving you all the booze you want. And the men. Oh, the men would just gather around you whenever you were on a winning streak, which I often was. The smell of money, the sound of cards being shuffled. Oh, memories. Such fond memories.
Well, that's decided then. We'll go to the casino.
With just one problem. How are we going to get there?
Yeah, we'll take a taxi.
That won't work. They're never going to let all of us just go out by ourselves to a place like that.
And that, dear girl, is the problem of our existence. We are not too old to decide for ourselves what we want to do.
Well, be that as it may, she is right. They're never going to let us just walk out the door, wave as we go.
You're right. We would have to just sneak out. Oh, but then there's the transportation problem. None of us have cars.
The center has the van that we use for our Walmart visits and monthly doctor trips. We just need to get the keys and take it.
Perfect.
Well, that would be stealing.
Not really. We all pay to live here, so essentially it's our van.
Well, in a weird sort of way, I guess she's right. So, how do we get the keys?
Oh, Jennifer has the keys in her pocket all the time, so we'd have to get them from her.
Well, there you go. Done before we even got started.
No. There has to be a way.
She would have to be sound asleep for us to get those keys out of her pocket.
Yes, well.
Asleep. Drugs.
What?
Well, all old hippies turn to drugs when they need an alibi for an action.
Evidently a few too many.
We just drug her and take the keys.
How are we going to do that, I ask you?
Yes.
Well, naturally, I have a stash set aside.
What?
Naturally.
Well, not to reveal all my tricks, but I do not always take the sleeping pills they give me. I save some, in case I ever really need them.
Very clever, my little criminal friend.
But how are we going to get her to take them? They don't ever eat with us.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate.
What?
Oh, Anna.
It's just like cake, only liquid.
Oh my
Yes, dear, we know what hot chocolate is.
Well, I couldn't tell from the way you were all looking at me. Anyway, she has a cup with me every night in my room before I go to bed.
I didn't know that.
Well, obviously, it's a day of a lot of discoveries.
Well then, the casino it is.
Yes.
But girls, we have to all go. No one left behind to panic or snitch.
Yeah.
Would we be gone for very long time? I really hate to be away from the window for too terribly long.
Yeah, about that. I need to ask you, what is the big
Valerie, no. The hard part is going to be getting Jackie to go. She will not leave this TV.
She has to be up for an outing. She must hate this place as much as we do.
I don't know.
Well, I don't think so. I think she seems to be very settled into this lifestyle and happy as long as the TV is working.
No, that won't do. She has to go.
Well, we just need to think of something that will make her want to go.
Aside from having her soap characters march out of that television set, that's just not going to happen.
Oh, another thing about casinos is the floor show. They're always bringing in big stars to entertain.
Ooh, right. So, all we have to do is tell her that one of the stars from her favorite show is going to be at the casino.
Yes, that should do it.
Do it.
Okay, so then, Friday it is. All right, are we all in?
Oh, Friday's good, not Thursday. My nephew Lester comes on Thursday, but Friday's good.
No, Lester always comes on Thursday. Such a nice boy. Never misses a week.
No, never, but Friday's okay with me.
Oh, good. Well, we can work that out. So, all right, all in for the casino on Friday. Ready? Woo! Oh, finally something.
Here you go. Now remember, dear, not too loud.
Well, it sure is wonderful to see you all getting back together again. Everyone good? All hurt feelings mended?
Oh, I think that's a good assessment of the situation, Ginger.
No, great. I knew if we just left you alone for a minute, you guys would figure out a plan to get along.
Yeah.
And you were absolutely right, Jennifer. We did figure out a plan.
Oh, yes. Well, tonight we're having pork chops and
Lima beans.
Any prospects today, dear?
Oh, not at this moment, sweet Miss Anna.
Oh, any chocolate cake?
There might just be a piece for you in the kitchen. I'll look.
They're gone. Oh, Jackie! Oh, we heard some really exciting news when you were out of the room. Wait until you hear this.
Yes, you love it.
teacher, Miss Webster, Miss Lindberger was a real stickler for good penmanship. Now, normally that wouldn't be a problem, but oh, that was the year that I fell out of the apple tree and broke my arm. Oh, now that was a really exciting story. It all started when I was
Miss
sitting
Anna,
like,
I always love hearing your stories, but I'm so tired tonight. I think I need to call the night and head to the night nurse's room. Oh my word, it's only 8:30. I don't know how I'm so tired.
Nonsense, Jennifer. This is a very exciting story, and I insist that you listen to it before you leave and discard me like a dish rag.
Well, honestly, Miss Anna,
I will
think
talk
tonight
fast.
is-
I promise. I will talk fast. Okay, let me see. Where was I? Okay, it was third grade. Miss Lindberger was my
Miss
teacher,
Anna, please, can I
and that was the year that I broke my arm and my
Miss Anna,
penmanship.
really,
Oh,
I don't
don't interrupt me, or I'll lose my place.
Miss
Okay?
Anna, really, I
Oh,
think that I...
see, where was I? Third grade. Where is it? And I broke my arm that year, and it really hurt. And I cried for days. I have the replacement key. All right, where are her keys?
really was.
It was a great time. I told you it was so fun.
Oh, ladies, I have never in my life seen so many lights.
Right.
I know what you mean. I was really worried about Miss Emily. But you did great.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
I was actually pretty proud of myself.
Oh, the food was delicious, but the food at the home.
I told you. And I bet there were like 20 different kinds of chocolate cake, and you tried every one of them.
I may have missed a few, but I wasn't trying to. You know, I was so disappointed that I didn't get to see Frank. I was just dying to hear about the announcement of him and Nancy.
Jackie, you know, we really...
You know, that was such a shame. But you know, those Hollywood types are just so fickle and undependable.
Well, yes, and I realize they're busy, but calling just on pins and needles about that big announcement.
Jackie, you know, we really wanted you to come with us.
Emily, why do you have all those chips? Oh, yes, and may I congratulate you on your obvious good luck.
I know, right? And to think I didn't even know how to play blackjack before today.
You do know that you're supposed to turn those in for money at the end, right?
Oh, I know. But they're just so pretty. I thought I might start a new collection.
How much money do you think is in there?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, let me feel it. I can write
have a very serious discussion just after I get rid of the police that brought you home. So just sit there and think about what you've done.
Ooh, we done a good job.
Yeah, I like good time.
You're so worried about all of you. Whatever possessed you to go off like that?
Are you kidding me? If we didn't get some excitement in our life, I think the blood would congeal right in our veins.
Yeah, we are grown intelligent not prisoners here.
Right.
If we want to go out, we should be able to go out.
Right. Oh, Brody was so well behaved. You just not a peep out of you. I think you're going to get chocolate cake for dinner.
Nobody gets chocolate cake tonight.
Hey, something's wrong with this TV. It's time for dangerous and devious, and I can't get this butter on. Can you fix it?
Nope, the TV has been deprogrammed for the day, Miss Jackie. There will be no TV for you tonight.
Teacher,
As a matter of fact, there will be no special dinner. We will have grilled cheese and tomato soup. And then all of you will return early to your rooms where you will contemplate how serious your little escapade was.
Well, as much as I like grilled soup and tomato sandwiches, I am a bit appalled that you think that you can just punish us like children.
Right.
We're not children.
No.
We are able-bodied women.
Right.
A conscious decision.
And
A good plan.
Good plan. Excellent. Great plan.
And executed it beautifully.
Beautifully. You were brought back by the police.
Oh, and he was so gorgeous he could arrest me in time.
He was so handsome, but that would not have happened if you hadn't reported the van stolen.
Right.
That was your fault.
That's her fault.
My fault? You were stopped for speeding and reckless weaving all over the freeway. Who was driving?
Well, of course I was, but we were not reckless
We weren't.
the whole time. Only at the end when Janet screamed because she thought she saw a squirrel in the road and then grabbed the wheel of a moving vehicle.
There was a squirrel in the road and you almost hit it.
Lauren, did you see a squirrel in the road?
Well, I was sitting in the back of the van and I wasn't watching the road, so no, I didn't see the
Why
squirrel.
would I ask the drunkest person here?
But I do trust Janet to know a squirrel when she sees one.
Thank you.
Well, despite all that, we still would have got away with it if Jackie would have kept her wits about her. Yes. I would have liked to go for it.
I did nothing. No, but I
So,
Quiet.
and then when the policeman pulled us over, he asked us, well, we told him that we were speeding because our friend Jackie was sick. We had to take her to the hospital. And so the policeman looked in the window at Jackie and asked her what was wrong.
Right, what's wrong, Jackie?
She told them she was in labor.
Oh my goodness, Jackie, whatever possessed you to use that excuse?
Well, it was kind of sick. I don't know. I guess I just sort of panicked and just said what kind of came to my mind, which was about, poor Laura's baby. And you know what? She's probably having it right now. And I'm missing it! You need to give me back my TV because I'm missing it! And I didn't do anything.
Please, just give her back the TV. None of this was her fault. We tricked her into going with it.
What do you mean you tricked stricter.
Well, they told me that Frank was going to be there. And he was going to tell us about the relationship between him and Nancy.
Nancy?
Well, yeah, I didn't know much about that either. I didn't know there was a relationship between him and Nancy. So naturally, I had to go, didn't I?
Of course you did, dear.
I need my TV back.
Well, there are rules, and you were part of the conspiracy, so you're going to be punished like everyone else.
Sorry, Jackie.
This is not an assisted living facility. Oh, no. This is an assisted dying facility. D-I-Y-N-G. And you know what, Jennifer? You're killing me right now. Please give me back my tea.
If she really was basically kidnapped, can't you let her watch the show? Well, it sounds like she was deceived by others who are not so innocent.
Right, you.
Not in here.
Well, I think that
We are under constant scrutiny from the corporate office, and this sort of thing could bring disastrous consequences for all of us.
Well, Miss Jackie, come to the night nurse's room and watch your last hour of show. And in the meantime, we'll see what Jennifer's decided for the rest of you.
Oh, you're so wonderful. Oh, but we really need to hurry because I want to see the beginning. Because Frank might have talk about Nancy. Because he wasn't
Nancy, you dingbat! There's no Nancy news! Ding. I called her dingbat.
Well, Jennifer, now what?
Well, if she gets TV, I should get chocolate cake.
No! You do not! Ladies! This is very, very serious. If anything happened to you, then they could close the center and I'd be out of a job at the very least. And you could have been badly hurt at the very most. I am so angry right now. Oh, I just need to calm down and make a few phone calls before I can talk about this any further. And this is going on all of your permanent records.
They're going to go on your permanent records. What is this, Catholic school? Oh, no! I am afraid
did make a mess of things with Jennifer. This doesn't reflect badly on her.
Yeah, poor Jennifer.
this will all blow over, and tomorrow it'll all be forgotten. She'll be all right.
Well, I hope so. She is a single mother of 3, you know, and her husband, he left her when her youngest was born with some really serious complications. She needs the medical insurance that this job provides.
Yes, and the extra food that she takes home from the kitchen, oh, that really helps her make ends meet.
She keeps her head above the water most of the time, but she really needs this job.
Well, that being said, I did have a wonderful time together.
Oh, yeah, I told you, right? It was a great time.
You went to the casino, right? I wish we had way too much stimulation for you.
Well, it would have been, but Miss Valerie arranged for me to have a space in the cloakroom whenever I needed to
and so she was happy.
And the food was wonderful, teacher.
Oh, yes.
Everything you could possibly imagine, including...
Chocolate cake.
Yes.
Oh, and the games were exciting. I was able to watch a lovely floor show.
Ooh, Miss Anna, that wasn't a floor show. That was a crepes game.
What? Disgusting things. Anyway, it was an exciting day, and I want to do it again.
Yes.
It was more exciting than the Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm afraid you won't get to do it again, ladies. That's not part of the protocol for a center like this, and never will be, I'm afraid. Hey, better go get that dinner started. I'm just glad you all made it back safely.
Not part of the protocol? Ow! Why not, I ask you? We are not convicts or invalids. We are... What is it about this country that has it treating its old people like we're done living? Well, I'm not done living. Are any of you?
No.
No. Well, there it is. But they're never going to actually let us live as long as we're in this place, are they?
I guess our exciting days are over as long as we're residents of this facility.
They're never going to let us get away with anything like that again, you can be sure.
I think we're stuck.
Oh, hey. I thought I heard somebody up. You couldn't sleep, sweetie?
Well, I suppose I could if I wanted to, but frankly, I'm just too riled up about what's going on around here. And the fact that we're seen as too old to do anything about it. And Anna's comment about being stuck here just keeps rolling around in my head.
Yeah. And Jackie, calling it an assisted dying facility.
Oh, I know.
I've been thinking about that, too. Can't believe I'm staring at the end of my days as a shut-in.
Actually, resident. We're a resident. Then a shut-in, and we can go out, just not way.
Come on, grab a fork.
Oh, look away now.
Oh, ladies, I feel really bad about today. I feel like it was my fault that we got busted.
No, Jackie. It wasn't your fault entirely.
Well, not at all, actually. You didn't want to be there in the first place.
Well, you see, that's not entirely true. I really liked being out there. And, oh, wow, there was so much to see and do. Oh, my goodness. And I had such a great time. And Valerie, it was very stimulus.
Yes, stimulating.
Oh, pardon me.
Stimulating pink
The
ladies.
day was a success.
Right.
Do I smell chocolate cake?
You got
eating and restricting it ever.
Or cake eating.
Right.
Right. You know, as a free-spirited person, I have spent my entire life rebelling against the man. And now, they've got me. What a waste. Oh, my psyche just cannot handle being pinned down like this. I refuse to die a bird in a cage.
Janet, you've been here a very long time. Why are you going to go all militant on us now?
Well, that was before you showed up and showed us just how behind the barbed wire we really are.
That was a bit melodramatic, dear, even for you.
No, she's right. I mean, I'm still young, and who knows if I'll ever leave here. Is this to be the entirety of my existence? What if I do better? Will they let me leave?
Oh dear. I'm sure you'll be able to go when you're ready.
Yeah.
You're not a prisoner here like we are, trapped by old age and a failing body.
Hey!
You need to be able to live a good and productive life just like we did.
Yeah.
So are we done with that?
Done with what?
A good and productive life. Honestly, have we really done everything that we set out to do? Is that it? Our dreams are over. They're finished. No more dreaming. I, for one, sorely underestimated the value of each day while waiting for the dream of tomorrow. And, well, now do I not get to have any more dreams? Is that it for me? Is that it for all of us? We've tasted the good life. We're just here. We're stuck. No more. That's it. We're just here waiting for that final sleep.
Oh, wow. Lori, I don't think I've heard you put that many words together since I've known you.
Sounded something out of my stories.
Everything comes out of
She's-
your story.
Absolutely right, though. We are given the right for the pursuit of happiness. There is no age limit, no expiration date for dreams. I mean, I think we all agree that we are not finished pursuing yet. I mean, there are still adventures to be had, dreams to be realized. We're all intelligent and experienced women with a lot of living to do.
Oh.
That was really well said, Miss Anna.
Shockingly well said, actually.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
So, what are we going to do about this? How are we going to break free and declare our Independence Day?
That is the question, ladies. How are we going to change the status quo so as to reach out and grab that freedom that we now so desire? Any ideas?
Yep. We just walk out.
And where would we go? I mean, really? What are we gonna do? Just walk the streets all night?
Well,
She's right. That's not very logical.
No.
Now, I, of course, would have no problem being a free spirit on the street. But for the rest of you, I fear it would not be very provident. After all, Jackie, there's no cable TV on the street corners at soap time.
Good point.
I never really thought about
A
that.
petition! A petition! We could get a petition! There have been so many good and important and meaningful and wonderful and important changes made in this
Lori,
country because of a petition!
Lori, do you really think that a petition with 6 whole signatures on it is going to bring this corporation to its knees? No.
We could refuse to eat until they respond to our demands.
Oh.
It usually works with my parents. We can't all just pull a Gandhi without them buckling.
Well, that sounds like a logical thought
No.
here, but
Brody would never make it. Too many medications require food as a chaser, and without our meds, we wouldn't live long enough to starve to death.
I guess I hadn't really thought of that.
and let the union take care of all this mess.
Oh, Valerie. Oh my goodness, Valerie, you're a genius.
I know that. But what did I say?
Well, lodge a complaint. We can contact the corporate office, complain about the facility, and if they find too many things non-compliant, they'll have to make changes.
Yeah, but there are no non-compliant things to be found. Jennifer runs this place with top efficiency.
Right, yeah.
Okay, unless we create some.
Create them?
You know, I've had some experience with that back in my hippie days.
What does that mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, say the kitchen isn't as clean as they thought it was. Maybe it's overrun with roaches or something. Maybe paperwork is screwed up or missing.
Oh, maybe there are water heater issues and there's no hot water.
There you go.
One of my father's companies is a plumbing company, and I've seen the guys do it lots of times. I bet I could make that happen.
Yeah.
And what about if there was a water leak in the ceiling?
There you go. Yes.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a plan is forming here. But girls, this is an all-in or none-in proposition. We have to stand united in this sabotage or not do it at all. So is this the plan?
Yes, I am in.
Well, anybody that misses with my TV has to suffer the consequences. So, yeah, I'm in.
Seems like the most logical solution to me.
You have my vote.
Well, if this seems to be the consensus, you can count on me and Brody to do our part.
Well, okay then. Operation Freedom. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's get organized and make some assignments.
Okay, I'm not
taking
another
roaches.
roaches.
I'm
No,
not-
I will go out and mark
Oh, I'm just saying, you might want to consider acting as a career. It gives you the opportunity to pretend to be somebody else. Maybe somebody with less idiosyncrasies, or at least some that are less crippling.
Oh, no, right there. Sweetie, right up here on the double word spot. There you go. Whimsy. 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 17 points with the double word
Way to
score.
go, Emily.
Well, I think that you should consider teaching as a career. You have such a kind heart, dear, and your mind is sharp, and teaching is just an honorable profession.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you implying that acting's not an honorable profession? I believe we've had a president of the United States and a state governor who've been actors.
I never meant to imply that.
Oh, thank you for the Y. I was hoping somebody would put one out there. Thank you, Emily. I can spell a yodel. Y-O-D-L-E. Yodel. And that's 11, because I got a double letter there. Oh, isn't that great? Well, I don't care. I still get the double letter.
What the devil are you doing, Janet?
Oh, I'm trying to tell you. You have an eyelash coming loose.
Well, leave it alone. I can take
Just hold
Leave
still.
it alone. I can take care of it.
I can get it.
Stop it. I don't want to mess with it.
Oh, such a fuss. I was just trying to help.
Well, I didn't ask for your help or need your help. Now, is it where you want it to be?
Oh, yes. Yes, it's perfect.
Yes, I think it's exactly where she wants it.
Then can we get back to the game?
Oh, yeah.
So, Scrabble today, is it?
Oh, can't get one past you, old girl. Oh, look. Buzzkill. Yes, Buzzkill. That is 24 points. Woo! And I got to use
Yes,
the
you
Z.
did. That's
Well, you know, Janet, that word would have two Z's.
No. What I know is that you are not in this game. They only give us one Z, so it is what it is.
Wait, do I feel some negativity? Yes, and some stress. Just a minute, let me get the happy ball.
You touch that ball and I will shove it where
I'll add that to the score, and the current numbers will be an valid.
So why aren't you playing, Lori?
Well, you say that my spell checking your touch being too much, despite how obviously needed it is. They won't let me play.
We would let you play if you didn't have to go all teacher on us every word we put down.
Well, maybe we don't need to know the origin of. Some of us here are really bad spellers.
Use the word knife here, right here. It will put you on a double word.
Yes, Miss Anna, but you need a K for that word.
I said knife, not knife.
I'll just have to use the word fine. Same letters, but fewer points. On my turn.
It does have that silent K, remember?
Those pesky silent letters. Why do we need them anyway? Whose stupid idea was that?
Oh, well, some of them are what we call diacritic letters. In this case, it helps you to pronounce the rest of the letters in the word. Well, we all know that sometimes...
Please, Lord, please, just stop. Lori, just stop. None of us and none of them care why we have silent letters. It's just something that we put up with, like mosquitoes and limited item checkouts at the market.
Oh, now wait a minute. I quite like the limited item checkouts. They're so convenient if you only have one or two items.
Oh, Tootsie. Tootsie as in, Tootie. Tutti Frutti. Oh, Tootie, that's more points. That's 9. Tootie,
I love that guy. I don't know why they don't make that right. She interrupted me.
I know.
Well, I don't know why they don't make that food stripe down anymore. I like the green kind.
Yeah.
You know, I think they still make it.
Really?
I also like the limited checkout things. Unless you get behind somebody who ignores the sign and then expects you to wait for their 50-item ring up.
They are so rude. And you don't get them when they can't read either.
And I don't have that few items when I go to the market with my brood.
Oh, how are the boys? Jennifer, I keep forgetting to ask, are there still just 3?
Yep, just 3. Bundles of energy and enthusiasm about everything. Jake and Jared are so helpful with Joseph that I don't know what I would do without them. And being handicapped doesn't slow Joseph down one bit. The other 2 just wheel him around wherever they're going and encourage him to get in as much trouble as they're creating. You know, sometimes after a 10-hour day here, it's exhausting to go and wrangle them for dinner, bath, and bed.
Yeah, I
How
bet.
sweet. You know, you really should bring them by more often. It's been months since we've seen them. Brody loves Joseph and would love to see him.
So I'll have to do that real soon. After the spring sports are done, of course. You know, if I don't keep them home for homework, it would never get done. Hey, Valerie?
Really, I'm glad you. Now, it's really important to emphasize the education of our youth, and it just opens the doors to future employment opportunities. Don't just give up. Because you just keep at it there, it'll be worth it in the end.
Right.
Jennifer.
When they're making enough
yeah.
Well, maybe that's the problem. I never go anywhere. I spend all my time here with you gals. My best friends are all here in this room.
Oh, Ginger, you need to find girlfriends your age. And don't hang around with us dead weeds.
And boyfriends.
And yeah. Oh, and Trout. He, I just get so excited. R-O-U-T. And I spelled it right.
Yes, you did.
I get 7 points.
So who could possibly be better companions than all of you?
Well, let me think about that for just a second. About 1 million people.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't I see you in Ironweed?
No, dear, that wasn't me. I'm
No. I am determined to figure this one out on my own. Now, Ginger, what kind of man are you looking for?
Well, that's just it. I'm not looking.
That is the hard part, isn't it? Where to even find them?
Right.
True. But if you were looking, what would he be like? Oh, wait. Trained. T-R-A-I-N, trained.
He plays Scrabble just like she plays Rummy.
Oh, well, that's 5 points.
Thanks for that.
Now,
Okay.
he'd be tall, but not too tall, and muscular, but not too many muscles, and he'd be smart, but not too intelligent, and funny, but
Not too funny.
right, a good sense of humor, but still able to take serious things seriously. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do.
And handsome.
Goes without saying.
Of course.
But not so handsome.
Oh, for
But
heaven's
he's stuck on
sake.
himself. He must have a kind and compassionate side, always willing to help others. Most importantly,
Yes.
he must like spending time in a room full of old ladies with big mouths and even bigger ideas.
And that brings me to my word, boring. Thank you for that word hint, Ginger. B-O-R-I-N-G, 7 points.
Well, I think he sounds perfect.
He sounds a lot like my Richard. All of those things. I hope you find him, dear.
Oh,
Yes,
so do I,
yes.
but that will never happen as long as you're here.
That's
You
right.
need to get out there.
Yes,
Yeah,
you do.
well, ladies, that's enough advice for the lovelorn today. We need to get to dinner, and you need to get your heart rates back down. And Valerie,
Yes.
a mirror might be in order.
What's going on this time?
Oh, Pete, I have a mirror in my bag. Let me just...
Really? Is this your idea of sabotage, Janet? I know you're jealous of my striking good looks.
Oh, not at all. I was just trying to even out the lopsidedness of your face.
Oh, Rilla, eat worms and die.
Oh, well, all in good time, my dear, and the worms will be eating me.
Not soon enough.
Oh.
Okay, the coast is clear.
Did you make the call?
Yes, the inspector will be here the day after tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m.
That doesn't give us much time. Oh, but at least it gives us enough time for the other side of daylight, which begins at 11.
Well, I'm so glad we could work that out.
Yes, me too.
Okay. You all have your assignments and you're ready for action.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think Brody is really excited about this.
Oh, way to go, Brody.
Do you think that we can really cause enough issues to get the center to change some of its policies?
I certainly hope so.
What time are you going to turn off the hot water? I think we'd all like to shower.
Yeah.
Before that.
Good
Yeah.
point.
I can wait. That's the easy part. There's no need to do that early like all of your assignments. I'll wait until the morning to shut it down.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I was afraid that they would get suspicious of all the time I was spending in the garden.
Yeah.
But check this out. It takes a long time to catch a can full of roaches.
Oh my gosh.
Now, the tricky part is putting the new ones in without letting the other ones escape. You know, catch and
Do
release.
not open that can, for goodness sake.
all of the switches malfunction or just a few?
No, I think all of them would be too conspicuous. Maybe about a third of them.
A third of the lights? That'll certainly save a lot of time from my daily schedule.
Yes, it certainly will. We really lucked out having an electrician in the group. Ooh, an electrician and a plumber.
Yeah.
So, Anna, have you and Lori figured out how you're going to get into the medical records?
Oh, that was easy. While they're making dinner is the best time because they haven't put the records away and the office is still unlocked.
Oh.
Yeah, so we will just go ahead and change a few things in some of the files, like medication. So you two have your backup meds.
Yes.
Yep. And we'll pull a few things out of some of the other files, things like vital signs, doctor's visits, things like that.
Yes, and we thought that we would remove one of the files completely. Yours, Valerie, because you're the newest resident.
Well, that makes sense to me. Oh, and I found some yellow dye to add to the water I'm going to spray on the ceiling. It'll help it show up more and look like the damage has been there longer.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. All right, it seems like we're all set. Did we forget anything? Okay, then tomorrow night, after the nurses leave, we will put Operation Freedom in motion. Good luck, soldiers, and watch each other's backs.
Yes, I think if we all just can keep a cool head, this should go off without a hitch. Yeah. I just hope that inspector is a tough cookie.
Right,
She really
right.
holds to those standards.
Well, I think we've done everything possible to make an impact, short of burning the place down. I think we have every angle covered.
I agree, there's not much more that we can mess up. It's just gonna have to be enough.
Right.
So we'll be women of our own destiny again.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Food if you get it.
What the heck is going on? Miss Jackie, are you really okay?
Oh, just perfect.
Going on? What do you mean?
Well, Jackie and Emily are on the floor, and the three of you are dancing around the room. Dancing, yes. Well, yes. Oh, just before you came in, they were asking me about my role in Singing in the Rain, and so I was showing them the choreography, and, well, evidently, the three of us are better on our feet than the two of them. So, what can we do for you?
What can you do for us?
She means, so what do you want?
Right, what do you want?
Well, we want to get you settled for dinner. That is, if you finish the dance lesson for
Oh, dinner! Oh, dinner,
Yes,
yes.
and if this is how all of your dance lessons are going to go, you're either going to have to cease and desist or get crash home.
You're so funny, Jennifer.
Well, obviously, some of us are just Other than the water heater, is everyone done with their assignments?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. In about 12 hours, the inspector should arrive, and we will put Operation Freedom to work.
Good job, girls. We are about to embark on the rest of our individual bucket lists. No longer to be held down by the man.
I know.
There's a lot of world out there for us to enjoy, even at our age and condition. We just have to take the bull by the horns and make it stand up and take notice of us.
Right.
So, what are you going to do with your newfound opportunities? Janet?
Me?
Sure.
Oh. You know, I think that I will go down into the subway tunnels, sit on a bench, and listen to the musicians jam. Oh, I haven't done that in years. There's some fabulous music that comes out of those folks. And it's just such a free existence. You become one with the world. You just wait to see what the universe has to offer you. No plans, no schedules, no obligations. Oh, I tell you, that's true freedom.
Sounds like a bag lady to me.
A fish.
Are you sure that's what you want to do at this point in your life?
Oh, you know, Janet, you're not 20 anymore.
For a long time.
And this is not the 60s, you know, where it's free love and free drugs and live and let live, you know.
I guess there are a lot of homeless people out on the streets who were victims to very serious crimes, terrible diseases, even death. You might want to rethink that whole scenario.
That's very good advice. Pick something that's just as freeing, but not so dangerous. None of us want to see you someday on a street corner pushing your shopping cart, mumbling to yourself, and trying to keep people from stealing the bologna sandwich you got at the soup kitchen, for goodness sake.
Silly.
What about you, Emily?
Me? I'd have to give it some thought. I've never been able to travel about on my own before, and I'm not really sure where I'll go. My parents are really done with me, or at least that's what they told me when they put me here. Last I heard, they were in the Mediterranean on the second leg of a world tour that they couldn't take with a dysfunctional daughter. They'll give me the money to do whatever I want, but you're all the closest thing to a real family that I've ever had. So maybe I could visit the tunnels with you, Janet. I mean, at least I could afford to feed us so that we wouldn't have to eat bologna sandwiches from the soup kitchen.
Oh, sure thing, kiddo. It's an amazing adventure down under there. And we can figure out something else later.
Maybe so.
You know that it's filthy and disgusting down there, right?
Yeah, rats the size of cats.
Oh,
That's what Ginger said too.
What was that?
That we're her real family.
Hey, what about you, Jackie?
Oh. Well, gee, you know, I hadn't really thought about that way. Well, you see, my parents died quite a few years ago, and my only sister, well, she passed away just before I came here, and I guess I really am alone in the world, and you know, that really sounds sad when you say it out loud, doesn't it? But, you know, I really don't have any place I really care to go travel or visit, and I have no desire to go anywhere else. Well, and you guys have always been my friends since my sister passed away, actually, and so, I guess I'll just go where you guys go, okay? Oh, that is, of course, there has to be a TV.
No, of course.
What about you, Lori?
Well, I can't leave here, so.
What?
Why?
Well, no, this is where Richard will come to find me, so.
Richard?
My husband? We were married 2 weeks before he shipped off to Vietnam. exchange small gifts and letters and things like that. And when his letters stopped coming, I put my letters to him in the tree so that he would get them when he came home. So when I came here, the last letter I left for him, I told him that this is where I would be. So you see, I can't leave here. Because every day I stand here at this window and I watch the sidewalk and I wait for him to come strolling down that walkway and so that we can start our life together. And I just know that you see, I can't leave here, right?
Miss Lori, that is such a romantic story. But why are you just thinking of this now, with a kitchen full of roaches and stains all over the ceiling?
Well, I don't know. I guess I just got caught up in the moment and swept away with the idea of finally starting my life. But I know that I can't. Well, that I won't do it without him. So.
Oh my gosh, now we're in a real mess. We don't know where we want to go, and we don't really know what tomorrow's going to bring.
And what about Nurse Jennifer? I mean, she depends on this place to help with her son. She needs the money, the food, the extra food from the kitchen, and the insurance benefits.
Yes, and the low stress of working here. You know, it would be a real adjustment for her to have to get another job in a more highly supervised facility. So Anna, what about you?
Oh, don't worry about me. I have enough money to go wherever I want to go. Just no friends to go with. You know, when you're our age, your friends are either gone or lost. I mean, you find out finally that friends and that people are more important than money. But good people are one of the hardest things to find in life. I mean, everybody wants something from you if you have something to give, or doesn't have the time for you if you don't have anything. You ladies have been such a blessing to me, you know, always giving kindness for nothing in return. That, in my opinion, is one of the most valuable commodities in life. I mean, friends, real friends. So, that leaves you, Valerie. What about you?
Oh, well, I suppose that I'll just, continue to chase after that golden dream while living the high life, like I've always done.
What exactly does that mean?
Exactly. Well, eventually you age out in Hollywood. Yesterday you were everything to everyone, and today they don't even know your name. I guess what I'm trying not to say is I'm a has-been. In the end, lone and forgotten, and a wasted life of chasing after the past.
That's so sad. You know, they just didn't know what they had when they had you, and they don't deserve who you've become.
Right.
Who have I become, Emily? I mean, really. I have single-handedly been able to sell you all out for a life you didn't want in the first place. And for what? For the opportunity to go to a show every now and then, or take a vacation once in a while? No, I've made a real mess here.
Oh, hold on just a minute. It wasn't all...
Oh, now wait. I remember that we all sat around this very table and decided that we all wanted to do this.
Yes.
I think all of us got swept away in that moment.
Yeah, and none of us were completely happy with the way things were going here.
That's right. Change was needed, and you had the courage to spark that in each of us.
Yes. That is so very kind of all of you to say. But the truth remains, girls, that we're in a real mess here.
Oh my gosh. Well, what if we've done too much? And they closed the home. Oh my gosh, what if they closed the home?
Okay, girls. We're just gonna have to reverse all of this.
You mean we're gonna have to undo everything that we've already done and do it before tomorrow morning when the inspector comes?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yes. Okay, we have the entire night to undo. We can do it, I know we can.
Okay, well, I haven't even done the water heater yet, so that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Well, keep the files are locked until tomorrow morning, so we can't get it back in there to undo the mess that we made in there. It's a concern.
And I don't know what I'm going to do with the ceiling. You can already clearly see the stains I worked so hard to put up there.
Yeah.
Oh, girls. This is a disaster.
Oh.
What are we gonna do?
Any idea how many germs those things have?
any minute. And she's the toughest inspector they have, I hear. Climbing up the corporate ladder on the backs of the little men, they say. Wouldn't you know it? And everything seems to be on the fritz today. It's like we're cursed or something.
Oh dear.
It's as if the hands of fate have slammed down on our little home here today.
Oh, it couldn't be that bad, surely.
You just have no idea. I'm gonna lose my job over this, and I just can't figure out how everything went so wrong. Everything was fine yesterday, I'm sure of it.
Don't cry. We'll figure it out. And she won't be that mean. You'll see. Come on, Jennifer.
What we're gonna do is
Calm down.
we're gonna steer her away from the bad stuff and control and contain.
Here we go.
Control and contain! How are we going to do that?
This isn't bad. This is really, really bad. Really bad.
Oh, ladies, remember, we are intelligent women, and we will figure this out.
Yes.
First of all, we want to be here, and we want to stay.
Right this way, Melinda.
Sit down, Amy.
Good morning, ladies. My name is Melinda Trugren, and I'm here from the corporate office. I've been sent here to do a full facility inspection after we received an anonymous tip regarding major facility deficiencies. Let me assure you that our corporation runs a very tight ship, and our regulations require strict compliance. Any variations will not be tolerated.
An anonymous tip.
Surely, Miss Krugen. No place is perfect. There must be some wiggle room for a place this old.
Right. And we are all very happy here, aren't we, girls? I mean, isn't that really the concern of the corporation, that the residents are happy and satisfied?
Miss
Valerie Bollinger.
Miss Bollinger, we are most concerned with compliance and corporate culpability. Residency reserve. Secondary to that.
Are you saying this corporation has no charity or humanity?
I am saying,
Shelton.
Miss Shelton, that rules are rules. And, well, never mind. Let's just get on with this inspection and we'll see where to proceed from there. Now, I'm going to need keys to all of the locked areas and cabinets and access to the records and reports.
Well, the
This way.
Allow me to show you. Give you a tour throughout the facility. I can show you the grounds. and
That
look
will
at the
not be
kitchen
necessary. I will go alone to ensure that there is no outside influence as stipulated in the
but I
Standard
assure
Operating
you,
Procedures Manual.
As a professional woman,
Shall we go,
I
Jennifer?
assure
Yes,
you
well,
that-
Follow me.
Oh, this is bad. This is real bad.
That lady does not have a compassionate bone in her body.
I've seen women like this before. Yes, they're robotic in their duty and desperate to make a name for themselves.
Right.
Yeah. I just don't think we have any chance of survival in this.
I just can't imagine who would have sent an anonymous tip to the headquarters. I mean, we're like a family here.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer runs a tight ship, but it's just to keep things like this from happening. Oh.
Okay, well, yes, it is a mystery,
Yes,
but
a
we just have
mystery.
to deal with the here and now.
Deal with the here and now? I don't even know what that means. How are we gonna fix any of this?
My heart is racing. I'm sorry. Let me go get a blood pressure cuff and one of your
no blame. We all made the pact together. We all worked on the plan together. We all share equal blame. What will be, will be.
What will be? Do you mean we're supposed to just roll over and let this happen? You know, we made the mistake. We should just tell the lady what we did.
Are you crazy? Do you know we could go to jail just for what we did to the medical records alone?
Oh my God. No, I can't go to jail. Do you know how many germs and other
No one is going to jail. It does seem like telling this Attila the Hun that, well, that we caused all the damage for her health, and then she would really know that everything is really, very, really well, really well run.
No.
we're happy here.
Things have a way of working out, too. You'll see.
Oh, Anna, I don't see how you can even say that in a circumstance like this. Perhaps you don't understand how serious this is, darling, but this is really serious.
Things are not always as they seem.
Oh, I fear that this is exactly as it seems.
Yes.
Here, Miss Lori. Oh, take these right away. Oh, what a day. What a sad, sad day.
Well, she made it to the kitchen.
And that takes care of the medical records. The pest infestation is bigger than just a few roaches, which would not be tolerated either. But you also have a rodent infestation as well. Oh. Structurally speaking, a new roof would be required, and with the faulty wiring in the laundry room, I suspect the entire place needs to be rewired. All in all, with a building this old and with this many problems, I have no choice but to close you down. And you on the contrary, I can and I will. It would be too expensive to repair a building this old and for so few residents.
What is going to happen to all of us?
Well, the residents will have to look for a new living place, a place to live. And as far as the staff, you will receive a severance commensurate to your involvement in the faults found. Honestly, Jennifer, how could you let things get so bad?
Did not let them get so bad.
Oh, well, someone sure did. They didn't get like this overnight.
Well, okay, naturally not, but, sometimes things just happen at an accelerated rate, and nobody's at fault.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Obviously, this closure is a long time overdue.
Yeah, I really don't understand any of this. We've never had any of these issues before. I have always been very diligent in following protocol under every single situation.
We just needed some help and was hoping you would just help us change the policy.
And we would not want to be separated from each other or from this place.
Right.
And we totally disrupt these ladies if they're pulled apart from each other and their home.
Well, there's likely not a facility that could take all of you at once, but don't worry, you'll make new friends very quickly, I'm sure.
All right, who do you work for?
I beg your pardon.
Who do you work for? Who is your boss?
That's right. Who is your superior officer?
My superior? You don't need or want that information.
I beg your pardon. You're about to close our home and put all these old ladies out on the street. I think we do warrant that name.
Well, despite all that, I am not going to give you that information.
Okay, can you get that for us, Jennifer?
I'm not sure I have that information to give. I don't think I've ever been told who the owner is. I'm sure I've never spoken with anyone that high up in the company.
One of my father's companies is a very prominent attorney office, and I bet you will give him that name and his contact information.
Right. Look. Even if I gave you a name, it would mean nothing. No one has ever seen the owner. He takes seclusion to a whole different level.
Don't be ridiculous. Someone has seen him. I mean, paychecks have to be signed and important decisions made.
Like now, for instance.
Yeah, like now.
Right.
You know, we know our rights, and we have the right to know who it is that's about to allow you to shut us down.
Right. And that is where you are mistaken. I have full rights and authority to close any structure that is not in compliance with the corporate policy.
Oh, this is hopeless. Well, do you even know what the company policy is? Do you have? No, you haven't. You have never even heard it from the owner of the company now, have you?
No, have you? The intent of the company is very clear. And I am doing my job as they expect. Now, I'm going to make this phone call.
Even if it will split up our family and make us all homeless?
Well, that's not my concern.
Ladies, it's no use. She's not going to change her mind.
Wait. What if we pooled our resources and bought the home from the corporation?
You could do that.
Right, that's a wonderful idea. I bet we could all afford our portion of the house.
Sure.
Right, ladies?
But what of the staff? Where would Jennifer and Ginger go?
Well, they live with us
Naturally.
That's very sweet, but I just...
But, ladies, how would we cover their salary, their health insurance, benefits, and such?
Exactly.
Good idea.
Well, none of that matters. I'm closing this home. The corporation will come in, level the structure, and sell the land for a profit. That is what we do. You have no way of preventing that from happening, so stop wasting so much time and energy on the inevitable and just get over it. Now, excuse me, I'm going to make my report to the head office.
Oh my goodness, she's gonna make that call.
Roy. Yes, this is Melinda. Put me through to facilities. Oh, yes.
Put down the phone, Melinda.
I beg your pardon.
I said put down the telephone. You'll not make that phone call.
I don't know who you think I am or who you think you are, but
Honey, this is really a very serious situation.
Right, love. We'll explain it to you later, but right now we just need to make sure that this lady doesn't...
I'm well aware of the seriousness of the situation, but none of you are aware of how serious I can be as well.
Yes, Miss Anna, you're a wonderful lady. But right now we're trying.
What you're trying to do is to force this woman to do something you want her to do or not do in this particular instance, but none of you have the power to make it happen.
Yes, that's true. But we will go over her head if we have to.
Right,
That's
over
right.
her head, that's
We'll
right.
go over your head.
there's no one over my head to go to, so give it up.
Oh, but there is.
Oh, there is what, Anna? Will you please just...
I'm well aware of the situation and of the pseudo-authority that Melinda thinks she has, but in reality, I'm the one with the authority.
You are delusional, my dear.
Yes, darling.
Yes, Miss Anna. Please just let these ladies handle this.
Yeah, Anna, don't get in a tizzy. It's not good for your blood pressure.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with
Actually,
my blood
this is
pressure
madness.
or any
You
other
are
part
all
of me.
mad.
You will listen to
I
me,
don't
or
know
you'll
how
not
the
have a
staff.
job to comply with.
I don't know how the staff has put up with you all of this time. No wonder this place is falling apart.
Oh, this place is not falling apart, for heaven's sakes. Why, we did this ourselves. Yeah, we caused all this problem. You see, Janet over here, yeah, she did the bugs and the mice. Oh, and our sweet Valerie right here, yeah, she did all the seeing to make sure it looked like it was falling through. Right, oh, and I did the electrical. Oh, and let's not about Miss Anna and Lori? Oh yeah, they altered the medical records and the files to make the errors look obvious. So you see, we did it. You see that? We did it. Oh.
What is she talking about?
She's right.
We did it.
We did it all.
How could you? Didn't it occur to you what would happen? Strangely enough, it happened more or less just the way we thought it would.
Yes, but but honey, that was before we realized that we didn't want it to happen.
We
And then we could make it right again.
We wanted more chance to determine our own adventures and lifestyle. We wanted more freedom.
Strangely enough, it was too late before we realized that we'd lose everything that was really important.
Yeah, like each other.
I am so angry right now. You guys know how important this job is to me, to my family.
Yes, we do. And that's part of the reason why we tried to make it right again.
Right, but by then it was too late and we just couldn't get the genie back in the bottle.
Well, this is a fine mess you got us all into.
And let me tell you, none of that matters. If all of you can do all of this, you're obviously not being monitored closely enough to meet our corporate standards.
Oh, please stop saying our like you have any part of this corporation. It's my company, and I determine what the standards are, not you. You work for me.
Oh, and, Ginger, would you please get her a piece of cake or something so we can finish talking about this in peace?
I don't need a piece of cake, although that would be nice, dear. What I want is your attention and the respect that is due for a woman in my position.
Oh my gosh.
Anna, what position could you possibly hold in the real world that has any bearing on this situation?
And that is a question I could care less to hear the answer to. I am closing this home, and I will hear no more about it.
Oh, you will hear more about it, young lady. Miss Melinda Trugren, 43 years old, born in Albany, New York, to David and Brenda Trugren, engaged once but never married because you're married to your job, and making it to the top as fast as possible is more important to you than relationships. In fact, I'm sure you'll regret very deeply one day. You're a graduate of Temple University Business School, top of your class, which is where I found you and why I hired you. You're often the last to leave the office in the afternoon and the first to arrive in the morning. You take on any assignment to make yourself visible. At the bottom of the report, making yourself more visible to the head office, and that, my dear, is me. I am the head office. Now put the phone away.
How do you know all of that? I don't know what to say.
Yes, ma'am, would be nice.
Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am.
How do I not know that after all these years?
Did you ever look at the signature on your paycheck?
Well, sure, but the name was always A.E. Sheldon.
Anastasia Elizabeth Sheldon. That's me. How about that? Now, this is what's going to happen. You're right. This house needs some serious upgrading. But that doesn't mean putting a bunch of old ladies out on the street
That's
or
right.
breaking up a family.
That's right.
Second, we are not dead or dying, and we have the right,
Definitely not.
we have the right and the need to enjoy the time we have left.
That's my idea.
Third, you have the right to live a comfortable life, free from the fear of being fired. All that you do for us day in and day out. So I'm closing the home. While it's being renovated to a more modern and comfortable facility, space for us to grow old and live well. The staff, including the staff, you will have co-located housing for as long as you live here, for you and your families.
Miss Anna, that is just way too much. I don't know
Oh, and we'll start the project as soon as the plans are approved and underway. They've had them for a couple weeks, and we'll get started soon.
A couple of weeks?
Weeks?
Oh, Miss Anna, I mean Miss Sheldon. I never intended to.
Yes, you did. My protocols, as you call them, were never intended to be without compassion and humanity. People have always been at the core of all my corporations. There is no company without people. I want you to learn that. And so, I am
Oh, please don't fire me. I will do anything.
I'm moving you to the HR department.
What?
Where, as company head, like Saul of old, before he became Paul, I'm sure you've seen the light, and I think you'll quickly learn the value of teamwork and quality people to a company.
Department head? Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I promise I will do a very, very good job.
Yes, you will, because now you've met the owner and heard her directives.
Wow. Wow. This is just so much to take in.
I know, but sometimes things just happen.
But you were always so lost.
Yeah.
For sure. Evidently, I'm not the only actress in the house.
Well, why didn't you tell us? Oh, people have a way of wanting things from you if they know you have something to give. It was easier for me to hide here, away from my money-grubbing family. You know, and I could manage all of my companies and corporations from my bedroom instead of going to my office. Lester, my attorney, made his weekly visits with all the information and paperwork I needed so I could manage everything remotely. And then you ladies showed me that hiding is not living.
Amen to that, Miss Anna. Only living is living.
Okay, wait. Back up. Lester was your attorney?
Yeah.
We thought he was your nephew.
He was always so sweet to you, Auntie Anna and all of that.
Well, I pay him a lot of money to be whatever I want him to be. Anyway, that's a non-issue now. I've got this, as you young people say.
I still cannot believe that you guys caused all of this havoc under my nose. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought you were capable of this kind of deception.
Things could have gone so many ways of wrong.
I know. And I'm so sorry I put the two of you through all this.
Yeah.
Will you ever forgive me?
No, it's forgive us.
Yeah.
Well, I guess in time everything will be forgiven and forgotten. We are family, right? Melinda, let me show you out.
Well, actually, I
Not
was
out!
Yeah.
That's right. Family. That sounds nice, doesn't it?
It sure does. But wait a minute, little Miss Anna here. I'm not sure that I can forgive you for all of those card games that you
Knife with the king. Oh, for heaven's sake. I know. That was pretty sneaky.
Pretty sneaky, Miss
Lot of
Anna.
work.
ready to go too.
Yes, and I have to admit, I ate my eggs and my bacon all on the same plate this morning just to make things faster.
Man, Ginger told me, and I am so proud of you young lady. You're getting stronger every day. If you keep that up, you'll be able to blow this coop.
I'm in no rush to do that anymore. I'm just so anxious to see all the changes that they're going to make for us here while we're gone.
Yeah, me too. Oh, Miss Anna, I needed to come thank you one more time for the vacation and the time off. The boys are so excited. They've never had anything that glamorous in their entire lives. They're going to love Disneyland and the time together. I don't think they've slept all week. And thank you so much for arranging for Joseph's wheelchair. You are so generous, and we are so grateful.
Have a lovely time, dear. Make lots of memories. When you're our age, that's all you have. I'm sure that after 2 weeks at Disney, you'll have a wonderful time at my beach house in Savannah until your beautiful home is ready.
Oh, I'm sure that we will. This has been like a dream for all of us, right?
Right, sure has.
I've got to get going. The boys are waiting in the car, and we don't want to miss our flight. So we'll see you guys in 6 weeks. Enjoy your trip.
Oh, we will.
We will.
Give the boys a big hug for us.
Yes. Oh, 6 weeks on a tropical island with white sands and blue waters. What's not to love?
And tan, muscular cabana boys.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like heaven to me.
Oh, but there is a TV, right? I mean, that may be through any time, and I want to be there, you know.
Jackie, I'm sure that won't be a problem. It's not a deserted island.
Ladies, are you about ready to go? The limo should be here anytime.
I wish you were going with us, Ginger. I hate leaving you behind like this.
Oh, don't worry about Ginger. She needs to stay behind and oversee the construction crew to make sure that everything is on time and just the way we want it.
Isn't that the project manager's job?
Well, yes, but Drew needs an assistant with a woman's touch, and Ginger's the perfect woman for the job.
Well, no offense to Ginger, but what makes her so perfect? She doesn't know anything about construction.
True. It's not that she is perfect, it's that he is perfect. I mean, he's single and gorgeous, but not too gorgeous.
And is he smart, but not too smart?
And funny, but not too funny.
Okay, ladies, that's enough from all of you. I absolutely cannot be any more embarrassed than I am now.
And she's going to join us for the last week of her vacation on the island. That is if she wants to still leave here by then.
Just stop it already. You really are too much.
Well, someone had to find a prospect for you. You weren't doing a very good job of it yourself.
That's true.
I'll go check on the car. Oh, girls, this will certainly be the next great adventure for us.
Oh, the next one, many, I hope.
Oh,
Who could have guessed that our great faux pas could have turned out this good?
This well English.
Oh,
Jackie as well.
I hope that they will have a day room for all of us to be together in. I would really hate to lose this space.
Oh, don't worry, we'll have space.
oh, and a pool. I can't believe we're going to have a pool in our own backyard.
And won't it be wonderful that we don't have to worry what we look like in a bathing suit?
Yes.
Who said anything about a bathing suit? It's in the privacy of our own backyard, after all.
Oh,
Now, girls, skinny dipping may just be a bit more than I can take from you.
Yeah, me
And the
too.
limo's waiting out front.
You want to know the best thing about being old and in the water, Ginger?
Somehow, I'm sure you're going to tell me something I really don't want to hear, but what?
Well, with all these wrinkles, no one can tell how pruny you're getting.
Oh, and you know what used to sad? Well, now they do.
Oh, girls, the island some waits. It's time to go.
And those cabana boys with the little fruity drinks and the tiny umbrellas and their great big...
Oh, I just hope that they will separate my food out on different plates.
different plates for a different kind of gal.
Come on, ladies.
Yes,
Richard, because you might just come, you know.
That's how very sweet of you to think of that, Jackie.
I don't think it'll be a problem if you really want to stop by.
Well, actually, ladies, I have come to a very important decision about all of that in the last few days.
Really? Tell us.
Well, I have decided that, well, that my time waiting at the window it's done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's waiting for me now. I better get on with living, right?
Good for you. And I hope we make him wait a really long time.
Well, I don't think I'll be needing him anymore. Maybe you can find someone who could use him.
Sure thing, Miss Anna. Besides, you have enough cats on your shirt to make up for it.
That's true.
Oh, girls, we started a whole new chapter of life in this room.
And let's get to it.
Oh, let's get
Come on, we don't want to miss our plane.
I've got it. The devil wears Prada.
Oh, Anna.
Did you ready?
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, but I gotta go. No time to talk. Ladder shrink, stormy crew, and I'm always looking for the loot. But it's alright, it's okay. I popped the pins the other day, and we will make you understand that getting old won't stop us, man. Yeah, we're getting older, but we're only getting bolder, and we're staying alive, staying alive. I hear me being grin and my hands being shaking, but we're staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Well, my hearing's low, blood pressure's high. I can't remember, I really tried. I got orthotics in my shoes and that extra weight I just can't